steady crunch will disappear. Markets crawling through the shadows will be brought to light. If there's a blood dungeon, and if there's monster to be slain, then you know who will answer the call. The initiative, the dungeon initiative.
Okay.
Alright, now.
The other sound.
Welcome to tonight's episode of the Dungeon Initiative, everybody. Sorry about the tech issues. But we're back to it, to our regular session, sort of. As we're going to be cutting back to Lafaye's story. Make sure if you're in St. Petersburg, Florida, that you check out Balanced Martial Arts and Gaming. You can rent out this very studio. If you're interested in playing Dungeons & Dragons card games, or even live streaming your own show, this is available. Just talk to the owner, and something can be discussed. Besides that, I got nothing else major to announce or bring up to you guys. If you are in the St. Petersburg area and you are interested in playing One Piece TCG, definitely reach out to us through our Discord channel or through Balanced Martial Arts and Gaming Discord. You can find it on their website. Other than that, we're going to jump into tonight's session.
Oh my god, I'm in camera.
Yeah.
I'm in camera.
Yeah.
This is scary.
Uh-huh.
Hi.
She's always been like just off camera.
Yeah, all you see is just my hand.
Or just the tip of your nose.
Or like the back of my head where you have like that one. But now they can see my face.
Eddard,
Yeah. Wait, what?
I need you to make a wisdom check.
Eddard?
Yes, please.
Hold on, let me pull up that character sheet. Wisdom check.
Mm-hmm.
That was 16.
So, Eddard is still sitting within the temple here. Or not still sitting, he's sitting within this temple. You're currently dressed real nice, fashionable here. You're in a meditative state. You're aware that just outside the door there's a guard, seeing as recent events have kind of increased security. The Raven Queen has been reaching out to you from time to time during these meditative states and kind of teaching you how to connect to your blade.
How long's it been now since that night?
While you're in this meditative state, you begin to see what seems to be like this long, wide landscape. Trees, lush and green, seem to fill the area. It seems to have this aura about it, this essence of magic and wonder. There's these odd-looking creatures that seem to fly overhead, and within the tree lines, you can see that there are people migrating and moving together. Leading them, you can see that there is a man dressed in all black. His face is covered in cloak as he's looking upon his people. The image sort of distorts, and you suddenly see a clash of what seems like steel. But the steel kind of glows this white, ethereal color. And within the flash, you see this large, muscular man with a big beard. He's wearing this apron going across the front of his chest, and he's holding this hammer as he's hammering down on the sword. Standing just behind him, you can see the visage of the Raven Queen looking down upon this. And standing before this man, you can see that there's this kind of eager, bright-eyed young man. He has black hair, it's kind of cut short. He looks like he might have been in the military, but his armor almost seems like that of a cleric's. He's looking upon the sword, it seems like with excitement and eagerness, when the image distorts again, and in a puff of smoke, ravens kind of ascend, and you hear a voice coming from behind you. And the voice says, "Lord Stormbane, apologies to disturb you." And you suddenly are broken out of this meditative state.
Okay.
Your brother calls for you. The wedding is about to begin.
How much time has passed? Has it already been a week?
At this point, it's been a week.
You walk to the cathedral, and she was like, "Here's that good shit."
I was wondering why I was dressed so nicely.
The Raven Queen even dressed you in your nice clothes.
Apparently. I'll be there in a minute. So as he leaves, I'm just gonna try to connect again.
At the honeymoon.
Go ahead and try again.
This one. You fool. Use the Raven Queen dice.
It'll take time to pull that one out.
15.
You fool.
Maybe, who knows?
You close your eyes and you begin to kind of reach out as you've been training. But this time something feels off, as it feels like you've entered this empty hall. You kind of feel that eeriness of an empty room settle in. And when you open your eyes, you do find yourself in this long passage. The walls themselves are black and they seem to kind of move and shift. And the higher up you go to the ceiling, you can see it kind of breaks off into pieces, and you just see stars filling the sky above. Ahead of you, at the very end of this passage, you see what looks like a door with some seams within the front of it. You can see like a light kind of shining behind it, and you can hear like a mechanical sound, kind of going. Ding. This ding, this sound kind of rings through the passageway and echoes up across behind you. As you feel yourself compelled to this, you almost feel like you don't have control as you're getting close to it. And you can see this dial just above it with many numbers. The doors slide open, and when you step into it, the doors shut behind you. And when you turn to the door, you see that there is a series of what looks like buttons running along the side.
Is it similar to like that island that we were on? That lab?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
When you reach out to press one of these buttons, you suddenly feel this thing drop. And the numbers begin to kind of flash, and the dial begins to kind of descend down into the smaller numbers. And you seem to be falling and falling and falling. And all of a sudden, you're plunged into darkness. Elsewhere,
Someplace in Sky.
harsh winds seem to be sweeping across the land. As I described, there's kind of this negative void to this world. It's black, whites, and Lafaye. You are sitting upon a hill with the others, and today you've been granted the position of lookout. For the last 3 years' time that you've spent in this world, you've grown accustomed to its odd changes in weather, the ever constant raids that happen every month or every few months' time against other neighboring tribes of people that have been trapped here. What you've come to understand is that over the last 1,000 years, these people have learned to survive and tolerate one another, and those who cannot tolerate each other have been put to death. On this particular time, Vesrin has been absent. You find yourself on this lookout, but you've come to realize or understand that this is nighttime for them, as the people have grown tired and gone to their beds and their families, and you now look upon hundreds of people who are at rest. Not just any people, specifically the best of the people, their best fighters, warriors, all asked to lay here for weeks, waiting for Vesrin to return from the mountains. For what purpose he's disappeared is unknown to you. Sitting amongst you are your new friends, or at least allies that you've come to either tolerate or befriend over these years. Would you like to describe your character? Okay, cool.
Kind of dressed in kind of like a his outfit's kind of like a leathery crimson color to it. It's been tarnished, ripped, and then like repatched up. There's like bits where it got cut and it's been restitched together. And over it he wears like studded leather straps, shoulders, elbow pads, wrist guards, same for the legs and pants and everything like that. It's kind of like a half coat. If you've seen that, it goes about down halfway to the thighs. And like next to him, he's got these two rapiers that are tarnished and old, but they're very well kept along the blade parts. His visage entirely just, he looks like a normal human. He's got a few scars under his eyes, some above. One in particular kind of like goes from the top left down to his nose and then angled this way. So like if you're looking at a clock face, imagine that. Just it's like from the left side down, and at the bridge it goes over to the right. His hair is kind of like the Prince Charles had a haircut where it's like it's slicked on top and shaved on the sides. That's exactly what it is. Like this. Actually similar, just your hair on top is slicked all the way back.
What's his name?
And his name is Alexander Nightrose.
That'd be my hands.
Who?
No,
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Alexander
Night,
Night Rose, as in like night.
Night and Rose.
Okay.
17.
So with a 17, not too far away, you notice that there's a small group of people that have kind of like at the edge of the camp have stood up, and they seem to be pointing off in the north, and they kind of disperse off into the trees. You recognize these people to be like part of like the scouts who have returned for their rest period, but look whatever is going on in that direction caught their attention. So it's not abnormal for them to get up and maybe go investigate whatever's going on. So this seems normal behavior to you. But you do see that there is a Goliath there, dressed in all leathers, and he's currently just sitting there eating what looks like a whole chicken. As he just lifts this thing, he just like just digs into this thing. You know this guy to be known as Chuck.
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 The namesake, the reason, nobody understands why they call him. They just know that if you're on his bad graces, or he's been sent to come get you, you've done something wrong, or
He's like the warden or higher vessel. Okay.
That you do all recognize to be abnormal, because typically he is close to following Vesserin wherever he goes. In this case, when Vesserin left, he left on his own, which is unusual behavior. What's your character's name and description?
You have to like look at it to memorize it. Zundus Direct. What are you laughing at?
I need to write that down.
XUNDUSDERRET.
Whoa. Egg.
Letters.
Uh-huh.
XUNDUS.
What's his name?
Zundus.
Zundus Direct.
Spell it.
XUNDUS. Then last name Direct. DERRET.
Easy, go home.
Okay. And as he appears, he is elven man, drow specifically. Appears like battle weary, so lots of explain this.
Scars, blemishes.
Some scarring, no blemishes though. But for his age, he seems a lot older, even though he's only like in his 300s.
Yeah, of course, because
Long white
humans
hair.
live that long. You know?
You're a descendant, though, right?
Yes,
So you'd be like your 30s or late 30s, if any.
that's probably how you would look.
Yeah, you don't have a long life. The only people who do are the original
Okay.
people who were wielding the blade and were trapped.
Even as an elf.
That's why I was
That's
pointing.
why.
Okay.
That's why I was pointing out the descendants versus people that are just their thing.
Yeah.
It's because like I just remember we were making people in this world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're always intended to be descendants.
Yeah. So in this,
But he's wearing what looks like to be like cheap chainmail, basically, like patchwork of like just stuff pieced together. Carries a long great sword, not the best quality, but makes do with whatever they can get here. And usually he's around her.
just kind of like while she's at the we're a lookout, right?
A drow, dark elf.
He's black. Oh,
Go ahead and make a perception check for perception.
You this one now. Natural 20 for 28.
So you also spot the group of scouts that kind of disperse and move into the forest, along with Chug, who's sitting there at the edge.
Chug, that's the
Chug,
Goliath.
CHUG. And like he just watches them. He's like tearing into his chicken. At this point, he's almost done with it. A little bit closer, maybe about a little over 100 feet from where you guys are, like down the hill. You can see like all the people who are resting are laid out. A bunch of them snoring loudly. They're just, either maybe gambling in the middle of the night, drinking a little bit. But you see that there is what looks like a dwarf-sized being sitting there on a rock. He's just looking up at you guys, and he has like this one really big eye
Oh god.
peering at you from under this like brown cloak.
Oh ruckus.
I'm just staring right back into that eye.
And he just like turns away.
Is it?
Also, I forgot he has like piercing red eyes. So it's like,
Well, there's no colors here, so
well, no, yeah, it doesn't matter.
it's just white.
kind of sitting there. Are you like walking up the?
No, you guys are
He's
just
with
all
her.
sitting there, like on your watch.
Kind of like watching the camp look over, sees you staring at the dwarf, and just like zoom. You look like you're gonna curse, sorry.
And
It's kind of weird.
He deserves it.
I mean, not a lot of people here deserve it.
Lafaye, how do you currently look after 3 years of wandering and living with these people?
I'd say like all like the invasion stuff like the people like having to like fight. I would say she has like a few like scars she has with that.
Over the
Yeah, so like a little bit of like top corner of her lip going down to the like, bottom.
Okay.
Say like, maybe like they retention. So like down here.
Something tried to stab her in the mouth.
Her hair it's a bit more shorter.
Like it is now? Like that?
Say my like maybe like a little like tad bit like messy, like kind of like before, just a bit shorter. And she does have like a few braids, like tiny little braids here and there. Her cloak has been ripped quite a lot.
Okay.
And I'd say like her like armor has like a few like slash marks, little burn marks here and there.
Sure.
So
Okay.
you know, you can always get that stitched up.
what?
I'm good at sewing.
I can always ring out those days.
Yeah. Anybody can do that. Sam.
I got smithing tools.
Knitting tools.
So why she got holes in her coat?
Why does she have dents in her arm?
Give me your
I think I'm fine with my arm. No.
fix that stripper.
No,
Whoa!
Oh, whoa.
Where's this going?
Oh,
See
Hide
people
behind
that,
you.
they wake
You're
up.
just
We're all just
Draw
standing up
lines.
there being cool, and then suddenly, "Rah!"
You see that like hermit-looking dude just like
both of us look at him this time.
I was gonna say
Into
she's
the
gonna
one
look.
eye.
She's gonna look down, like just like.
yeah, you catch a glimpse of like the left eye. He's got like this crazy amount of crust built up there.
What did I tell you about staring?
You should get that checked out.
Just kind of turns away.
Do we even know that guy?
Do you know that guy? He's just a guy.
Does he look familiar at all?
He just appeared out of nowhere,
No.
and now he's just been following us.
Kind of like sitting there for a little bit.
Can I roll to see if I recognize him at all?
I don't recognize him.
He,
Heck, that's your assumption is like maybe during one of the last raids he joined you guys, but there wasn't a very heavy head count of people that survived the last fight.
Just gonna dig the great sword into the ground for a moment.
Do you want to take care of it? I could take care of it.
Just aiming an arrow right on his foot.
Yeah, like the arrow hits the ground, he, like stands up.
Scat! Shoot! Back into the bushes.
Like kind of like hobbles away, maybe just a couple of feet, and then he like lays down next to another soldier, and then you just see like his eye, like pop up to look at you guys.
Okay,
No. It's okay.
the guy's weird.
I know. He is fucking weird.
They just like sit up
How far away is he?
by a little over 100 feet.
Okay.
And it's like going down the hill, and then you just see like a mass group of soldiers all like laying down, huddled in their tents or whichever, and he's just amongst them, like near the edge of the group, just looking up at you guys.
Just ignore him.
Pulls out. Would we have any like shiny rocks or like treasures, anything like that here?
A lot of rocks if you like collecting minerals and stuff like that.
Like metal pieces or anything?
Sure.
Does it actually look like metal, the stuff we have?
Like your swords and stuff like
Yeah.
that? Yeah, I mean, like over time, you guys have gathered enough resource. However, if you're asking this, main army carries the weapons and the swords.
Right.
So you guys have a lot of like starter gears on you. What you've discovered, even though you guys have traversed this place and it seems like you're going in circles for days, or you've run into other enemies who have some more, either it's like wood, sticks, stakes, and stuff like that that are mainly making up your arsenals.
Right.
So
Metal is scarce and stuff like
Very
that.
scarce.
So, 1 day's rations, if you can hit him.
You want me to kill him?
No, just hit him.
Just hit him.
Maybe in the eye. I'll give you 2 days rations to hit him
I
in
do
the eye.
want to hit the eye.
Like he can't hear you
What do you
guys
think,
from this
Lafaye? Can I
distance,
hit the eye?
but he's looking at you guys like on the
Leave him
top of
alone.
the hill, like conspiring, and he's just like,
She's like, not.
Shit, if you don't do it, I will. I'll get 2 days
How
rations.
about we not? Okay, he's probably just a very sweet guy. And she's just gonna look over at Tim.
To the fucking bastard.
She's just gonna be like,
And what if he's an
she's gonna be
aberration?
like, just gonna wave at him.
What if he's an aberration or
he,
a
goes,
change?
he sees you waving at him, and like his face just kind of.
Oh, D likes you very much.
I think it
Oh,
Oh.
well, fuck you then. She's gonna start doing
Some
this.
of the soldiers wake up and they're like, "Hey, shut up! I'm trying to sleep. You
Shut
fucking
up.
moron. Just because you get to sit on a hill doesn't make you special. You're not the king of anything."
I mean, I used to.
Shut up! Hey, shut up! Yeah, hey, shut up! Nobody wants to hear you anymore, Alexander. Alexander, you see like some of the guys stand up. Alexander, Alexander.
Goes down.
No,
I'll beat your ass.
That's kind of funny, though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, at least now they're being loud and we're not.
Is he still staring?
Yeah.
Hey,
Maybe just one in the shoulder.
Hey, hang on. Hey, guys. I know you joke around about me, but there's a camp rat behind you.
Night Roads. Yeah, but he named himself. He gave himself that name, Alexander. I'm from an old time. Look at me.
Okay. Pulls out my short bow.
I'm like trying not to like laugh, but it's pretty hard. So I'm like,
Can I shoot it on the knee?
It's up to you.
We just started civil war amongst our ranks. All because
Such nonsense.
for something so stupid.
29.
Yeah, you fire, it hits them in the fucking knee, and then suddenly you have a group of guys who get up and they're all talking amongst themselves about going up to kill you. And they're just like, some of them like start making it up the hill, other people get up and they're like, no, stop. We'll just get it taken care of. You shouldn't have fucked with them anyways. I don't know why we're fucking with each other at all. Get into the beds. And yet, the hermit guy still remains. Watching.
3 days rations.
You guys see a like flash of light just on the opposite side of where you guys are looking down, kind of looking off to the north. you see that this rift has opened up in the middle of the air, essentially. And you see stepping through it, this black cloaked figure steps through, and they're fully armored. His blade at his side. He pulls back the hood, and you see that it's Vesper. He's grown this beard. He's got like a couple of scars on his cheeks. He looks tired, but he's the type to kind of stay stoic and not show that he's tired. So he's just... Everyone's resting.
I almost thought you were dead.
The portal closes behind him, and he says, "If I die, you will all die as well." He like looks down at your like rations, and he like drops down. He like grabs some of it, and he just starts.
At least leave 3 days rations. We're trying to make a bet on this camp rat
I'll
guy.
compensate you. You know it.
He gets what he wants.
That's fair. Where have you been? You left Chug.
I've had to deal with something very important to our people.
God, I forgot this voice.
Lafaye,
Yes.
I need you to go and retrieve Chug.
He's the big Goliath guy eating the goose, the whatever.
The one you want to carry you all the time.
Oh. Yes, I'm
3 years he doesn't remember his fucking name.
Well, I didn't even know he had a name.
I mean, I call
I
you
asked him
Zoom.
what his name was, and he just gave me the silent treatment.
It was 3 years ago. He
Mhm.
told you his name 25 times.
I mean, if
I'm not
anything,
a
you told us your
name kid to
name
remember.
like several million times, but I still call you Zune because how the fuck do you say the rest of your name?
That's fine.
I'm just start. Pretty easy.
You
She's
know,
an elf, of course.
Yeah, I mean, of course, she's an elf. I'm a fucking human. I mean, shit.
Enough of the arguing.
Yes, sir.
Go get Chug. You two. Stay with me.
Huh?
Lafaye, what do you do?
She's gonna go and
Head in that direction?
Yeah.
So she starts to kind of descend down the hill, and once she's kind of like within the group of people, you guys notice that the hermit guy like stands up and like he's keeping his distance, but he's like following Lafaye.
can I turn around? Like, can I see?
Make a perception check.
4 days rations.
First.
Separate.
Best friend.
Wait, what?
It's
Separate. Why did I think separate?
Because I've been saying
Severn
seven for the
these
longest
nuts.
time
Okay.
recently, and I said
Westford.
He's like chowing down right now, like stuffing his face.
If I may
taking
ask,
water
do we-
canteen.
Do we know that dwarf over there with the eye?
It's like somebody had an orbital direction jammed in their skull. It's pretty
In the
sick.
recent days, have you guys been attacked?
Have we been attacked?
Have we?
You guys had recent scouts kind of report that there was a group of people nearby. You guys went to
Some
take care of it.
skirmishes here and there.
Little skirmish, came back, set up
That
camp
was
again.
a singular, particular group that happened within the last few days.
Perhaps you brought someone on that you shouldn't have, or they brought themselves in on their own accord.
So, permission to handle it.
It's nothing of importance. It's just one person. I'm sure you can all take care of them. I'm sure they can take care of them. Then you just see like the one guy at the edge of camp with the arrow in his leg. I don't even want to know what happened there.
That was a great shot.
He just tripped.
He stands and like he takes the cantina, he pours some water over his head, and then he like takes his like empty one and he passes it to you. You can refill it, and then I'll make sure to compensate you for the rations. Before you both go, I assigned you to be around Lafaye in the last few weeks' time.
Dad, the girl seems harmless. Oh, harmless to people who don't cross her, at least.
But in the last few years, can you tell that she's integrated herself into our people? Can she be trusted?
She's very honest about most things.
Too honest sometimes.
I think for some reason she told me about a pet chicken she had.
It was a cat.
When Chug returns, who said that? Further instructions for all of you. In the meantime, I need you to gather all those closest to your ranks and get them ready to mobilize.
Ah, damn.
What?
The guy shot with the arrow. I gotta go get him alive.
He's part of your regime, yes.
He's kind of a dick.
Hey, he's one of yours.
That's fair.
Whatever the differences are, we need to toss them aside. The day of us leaving this world is nearly here. Within a day's time, if you do this all correctly, and by the patron's instructions, we shall leave this world.
Oh, wait.
No.
Patrons? You mean the Raven lady person thing?
No.
The Raven Queen has trapped us here.
Is there another patron, or is it her you're talking about?
Do what I have asked, and in time you will all know what needs to be done.
And what of the others, the ones that attack us? Would they make it out or stay?
The place that we're going, we'll have plenty of them. And if we execute this plan without flaw, we can slaughter them before they have a chance to come through and ruin what we have in place. New homes for your families, new lands to take. Can I trust you with this? Or shall I find someone else to lead?
No, I'm pretty comfortable in the position that I'm in, so I'll open my people.
Thank you. As you make your way through the camp,
I think it's a 20 perception.
a 20 total?
I rolled 20.
Yeah, you do notice
Oh,
now.
you rolled one.
I'm not rolling.
And like you're kind of like stepping through the camp. Some of the other people that are there, are like, hey, Lafaye, how's it going?
Hello.
Would you like to gamble with us? Want to play some cards?
Later.
And
Do
like
you ever
what they have is like little pieces of like leaves that they've like cut it up and put symbols on, and they like painted them kind of these stacks of cards.
you actually?
And you're just like reminiscing of the old times, you know, your world where cards really look like, and thinking, you know, maybe get them a real deck of cards someday. But you do see this guy step between the crowds. He sits down at that poker table, and they're like, hey, no, we don't want to play with you. And he's just like, I just want to gamble. And then, like, as you get a little further away, he sneaks away from the table, gets shoved away from the table, and he's like, kind of following, you know?
She's just gonna like kind of like walk quick, and then she's gonna like sidestep into like a hiding spot. Just wait till he's
Make a stealth check.
Okay.
Choose. Said stealth.
Mhm.
Oh, it's so good to have.
Who's ready for campaign 4?
Oh yeah, we have to talk to Joe real quick about that. They're allowing like game stores to host the premiere,
27.
so they have to like sign up.
27.
So
So,
probably try and work people.
with the 27, you duck into your hiding space. Some of the people that you're hiding next to, they're like just passed out completely, and you can see like walking by like this confused dwarf like looking about.
She's just gonna run, like go around and just like go behind him, very quiet.
It's you.
So why following me?
What if this was
He like he like slowly turns around and like looks at you.
She has like her
Like,
arms
leans in.
crossed.
Where do you go?
I have to go fetch somebody.
And like up close, you notice that like his face like has these abnormal like boils to them. Like it's misshapen in some places. The eye is like all the way up here, and like the other one's like down here with all the crust built up around it. He seems sickly, even. And like he's like hunched over. He's looking at you. Where are you going?
What if it's boxing?
I'm gonna get Chug. You wanna come along?
He's like looking around. What for?
I'm not quite sure.
He like comes up and he like puts his weird, slimy looking hands on your legs and just kind of looks up at you. Are all elves this fucking stupid? You're just falling for it, aren't you?
Literally just seeing his face or something.
You're just gonna fall for it? You're just gonna do whatever he says? How long have you been here exactly?
3 years.
He like starts looking in thought. 3 fucking years? How? Why? It doesn't make any sense. Nonsense. No. I was just okay. Things don't work the same here. That makes sense. Listen, whatever they told you to do the opposite. In fact, run away.
What happened to you that made you so people?
He like looks around, he like grabs you by the wrist, and he like pulls you over to like one of the tents. And you see like this guy like laying there, and he's just he pulls like the cover of the tent close, and then he takes a blanket and throws it over the guy, and then he takes the pillow and he puts it over their face, and like leans on it, and then he just like grabs his neck and he
no, there's no.
just can you just let me peels the skin off.
She's trying really hard not to like.
You see the eye suddenly like sink and like almost like pop into his socket.
Oh, that's gross.
And when he peels the skin off, you just see Hugh.
What the fuck? Oh god, that's where he.
You.
Shut up! Just shut the fuck up! You're so stupid. Why are you talking out loud in exclamations at all
I
times?
just fucking knows you the way you're talking to me.
He slaps your hand. Get your freaking elf-ear hand out of my face. I'm here to rescue your stupid ass. And you're over here making friends, drinking tea probably.
I do have to pee. How did you get here?
Long story. I won't explain it. A lot of exposition. We're not going to do that. Now listen. He like peeks out the tent. Why haven't you tried to get out of here? Do you even know where you are?
A very colorless world. And yes, I have tried ever since I was suddenly transported here.
Yeah, Eddard stuck a sword in your chest and like tried to like draw you out back into your body. That didn't exactly work the way it did. And now you're trapped inside of Eddard's blade and he's carrying it around like a Tamagotchi. So
well, at least I'm not. What? Yeah, she's
The
gonna.
guy
What?
stuck here.
At least I'm not stuck as wolf.
the godly world is a pathway to many new things. So we're not going to get into it. The point is, I've been sitting here to save your stupid ass, and I have no idea why you're not even trying to get out. In fact, you're sitting on a hill making friends with new people. Did you start a new initiative?
Oh,
Did you?
what?
Better not have.
Looking, what if some of these people just do want to go home? Their real home out there. No, they.
I haven't been here that long, but the few people I've been around, yeah. Do they seem nice? Sure. Is it worth saving them? Hell no. God knows we don't have time for that. I'm here for you. So do you know how to get out of this place, or have you been given some inclination of how to get out of this place, or am I trapped here for eternity with you? Because God knows that would be my punishment. Like looking around.
Just random animals.
Would she have like Or maybe like no, like a few things.
Oh.
Like,
No, it
would there be some
as far
stuff
as
that
you
maybe,
know,
like,
this is where you've been living. This is where you've been trapped. There hasn't been any inclination or attempt to like just leave. Like the people here have kind of just settled on the idea that this is their fate.
Can I make a perception check to see if Lafaye is going to get Chuck?
As of right now, you don't see Lafaye.
Can I make a perception check? This would be see where she may have come.
No.
That's true.
Can I burn the camp?
7 days rations.
Seems we're gonna have to roll with the punches for a little while. So keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna stay nearby. Keep your friends away from me because they're just eyeballing the hell out of me.
well,
Great sword.
it's just the disguise. It's a bit.
It's a bit what?
It's very unsettling. And the eye.
Yeah, it's supposed to blend in. And he like starts to pull this like thing
Oh,
over his face. You see the eye like pop out.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Go do your job. I'll stay close and I'll come get you when the time is right. Don't get yourself killed in the
Oh,
meantime.
nice voice.
He like just
I
like
really like-
hobbles out of the tent.
Okay, bye.
Stabs you in the ass.
Fucking asshole!
Well, now you have one.
Continuing forward,
two.
you find yourself approaching Chug, who's working on his third whole chicken. He like lifts it up.
Oh no, go on.
Like sets it down, begins to wrap it in his bundle.
Oh, okay.
He's just staring at you.
Hi, I did not mean to interrupt, but I was sent here to get you.
He like stands up, puts his chicken away, wraps it up in his backpack, throws it on his back, grabs his shield and his spear, walks up to you.
Veteran's the one that sent me here. Okay.
He just starts to walk and he like pushes you out of his way.
Did I ever mention how mean Chuck is?
Why are you still following me? Aren't you supposed to be getting your people?
Ah, people are crazy. Look at themselves.
So, for the sake of time here, you guys have gone, you've gathered your people, you've let the other leaders know to get their guys ready. As you're all going to meet up currently, and standing atop the hill is your leader, Vesrin. Is kind of standing there, the wind blowing at him. He's just kind of looking over at his people. And he says,
That's
Yeah,
good.
you gotta do the back. So he's looking out at all of you and he says, "You're probably all wondering where I've been. And I can understand your frustrations with me.
I'm really not that frustrated.
But I can tell you now that we're close. To the north of here, there is a place guarded by our enemies. A place where magic is still alive. Probably the only way to get back our power and go home. A place only some of us know. Only some of us who truly remember what it's like to feel. What it's like to taste and experience a whole life. Not this wasteland. Repeated violence and suffering. A new place for all those who came after. to be whole and start new lives and thrive in new lands, going beyond unseen borders. Should we fail, some of us will have to live with this loss and pass on what we have done to the others that we had to leave behind. But I have faith in each and every one of you that we will not need another battle. We will not need to shed any further blood after this final fight. For I have been shown the path. The patron has opened my eyes. And with him, we will go through the way. Assemble your belongings for we begin our march tonight. He just turns and looks. So, the soldiers all begin to follow him up the hill and begin to walk in the northern direction. Make perception checks if you guys would like.
24. The actual 20 or 28.
Fucking hells.
21.
So you two, you spot each other, and maybe kind of like approach each other since you guys know each other the best, And at the top of the hill, you see that Chug is kind of like started to pace a little bit faster than everyone, and he's like rejoined Vesrin, and they kind of disappear over the hill as this army of people begins to kind of obscure the view. You notice the hermit dwarf isn't too far away from Lafaye, and he's amongst a crowd of people just kind of looking around, and he looks right at you, and then he's just like,
I just make my way toward that direction, and as I get close to the face, kind of push him aside.
So, no need for that.
Did he harm you?
No. He's
Is he a
actually
creep?
very sweet.
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 What are you? Are you with us?
I'm a dwarf.
Are you with
You're an
us?
ugly dwarf.
Yeah,
That's actually
getting out of here and all that stuff, that sounds really good. Have you seen this place? And
I've
the
been here for
food?
300 years. Yes, I've seen it all.
It sucks. It really, really fucking sucks. I have a question.
Oh, shit. Okay.
He seems to be biting his tongue here and just like trying to hold back, and he looks at you, Lafaye, and you can see like this like build of sweat start to drop down the side of his face, and then he looks back at you and says, "Why does your skin look like that?"
Oh my god.
Because he's black.
Where did you come from? Oh.
Would you look at that?
Yeah, I've never seen someone like you.
You've never seen a drow.
And like, sure enough, you see like there's
Told her
other,
it's a-
you can see that there's other drow within the crowd of like soldiers and stuff like walking past you guys, and he's just like looking at them.
We're all over the place on this land.
Yeah, it makes it's a little unnerving, I guess. I've never been around this many.
Insight check.
Same. I know nothing.
19 plus 8.
He seems like a pretty swell guy.
27.
He seems nervous for sure. Based on what he just said, you can tell like maybe he really hasn't been around in Drow before. He seems very surprised by this. You get this feeling that maybe he's just like nervous in general.
There's no need to. It's okay.
No, you don't need to touch me. Okay. Here, AirPods.
See, I told you. He's scary. And you scare people.
Just stay
It's
close and you'll get used to it.
It's just no offense. Certain people of certain colors, you know.
Oh, that's so bad.
They just kind of scare me. Okay, you know, I can't help it. There's like a mental tick. There's like this
You
barrier.
do realize we're all white, gray, and black here, right?
Yeah.
He like holds his hand out.
What?
Nice rip, actually. He just kind of. Whoa.
Yeah, it's a pretty rough.
Okay. There's enough of that.
Stay close, you'll get used to us.
He's like staring at your ears.
Don't you people get used to him? He kind of smells.
If he does anything good, let me know and I'll cut him.
I can hear you.
You were supposed to.
And as you guys continue to trek on, what was night slowly turns to day. And to you guys, daylight here is like the sun is just encompassing the sky.
It's just
It's
gray.
bright.
The one shade of the sun from Pitch Black, the movie Pitch Black, where it like turned everything like blue grayish. Yeah.
You can like feel the heat as it begins to rise into the sky. You can, you know, like.
But this
you
have the
guys-
same effects as like normal sunlight.
What do you mean?
Like, is it just working as like a normal sun?
It's almost like you're in a dome, and it just like has the light, and then as it transitions, it like fades and like changes into that time. There's no center point or actual sun in the sky.
So okay. So,
Like, as we're walking, you just like see Alexander kind of like reach into his like long back thing, and he like pulls out like this shaft and twists and umbrella for his
Yeah. Some people are like, you know, blankets over their heads, or they wear like their shirts over their heads or turbans. You know, some of them wear little veils.
You actually notice that it's made out of like the 3 shirts that they found during the last raid that were ripped.
There's like one of the shirts is like a white color, and on the front is stitched in. It says "I Heart Dad."
Yeah, absolutely. And that wasn't there before.
you put it there just because.
Why?
With her,
One of them
book
says
reports.
Timmy for no reason.
That one was there before.
I was gonna say with her cloak hood and everything like that. She's gonna look at Hugh, and he doesn't
So your
have any
name's
like.
You guys learned to call him Hermie.
Hermie.
Yeah.
She knew.
He never. So he goes on to tell you guys. I basically never really knew my family. I just, you know, was passed around between people. I was a slave for a little while. That wasn't fun. So
And your name's Hermie.
I just called myself Hermie because somebody called me a hermit.
Sorry.
I thought it would have been Herbie.
Makes sense.
Oh.
I don't think anyone's that
Are
creative.
you saying something about my face right now?
No, I'm just saying you were passed
It's just
around.
a boil. It's
No.
boils, okay?
You were passed around between a bunch of people, so it would make sense.
And it was a better life. I feel like more people need to be put into that lifestyle so they can learn real hard work.
Being an S.
Sorry. Star Wars.
Stop. What? You're not being held captive. You chose to come to the camp.
Yeah, now I did, but
And
where
we're
I
going
was
to use you for
four-
target
where I
practice.
was 4, you know, I was treated like a certain way, you know, and
And
not very good people. Probably these other guys that you guys did with, you know.
and where were you before?
What was I?
Oh,
Where
where
were
were
you?
Oh, just like with those people that you guys attacked.
the cannibals?
Yeah, those guys.
Maybe. Are you a cannibal?
No, why would you say that?
You were with
Yeah.
cannibals.
No, I was a slave. And if I didn't work hard enough, they would have eaten me probably.
No.
Wait, they were cannibals?
I think that makes sense now because the way he looked.
I don't think
they
he was
would.
with cannibals.
No. Do you think a cannibal would eat him?
They eat anything.
No, I wouldn't eat that even
Unless
if I
he-
was a cannibal.
I wouldn't eat me either. I'm infested with worms.
There's no way he wouldn't have known that it was cannibals if he was
Are you
around.
sure your name's not Herbie?
You're stuck on this word.
Yes.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
I hope so.
I was just living my life, looking at people watching, and then you guys started staring at me too.
So you're
And I guess
stalking.
now we're all
That's
just...
even worse than a cannibal.
Oh my god. Begins to kind of trudge forward. Fuck these guys. I don't know how you tolerate these.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to hear this.
We're all just stonewalling.
Fine.
I mean, he is kind of a fine person. He makes great tea. How do you do that? Is that just something else?
You guys hear like a couple of like whistles, like people communicating amongst you all. You guys hear this, and you know it's a signal to split off. As people begin to kind of disperse, because right now you guys are trekking across this large open field, and you see them kind of like split off into the forest lines on either side, and straight ahead you can see that there's about another half a day's journey until you reach these large mountains. What you guys know is that every time people have tried to go in this direction or beyond the mountains, it's almost like it loops them back to the opposite side of the world. And then they just go back into like their old camps, or they end up finding themselves in this constant state of loop. What you notice off in the sky is that there's like a hawk flying around that seems to kind of go in a circle and then dip down into the trees.
Do I recall there ever being a bird?
You get the funny feeling that this might be some sort of scouts, like pet, like a ranger's.
Okay.
You notice that Chug is like walking towards you guys, and behind him you see that Vesserin is with him. And when they get close, Vesserin says, "You three, come on." And you kind of go off left field. Most of the army kind of like moving through the woods. He kind of keeps to the side.
We're taking Hermie with us.
Who's Hermie?
Herpy, this guy right here. Short, ugly, has very large eye. It's probably best to keep an eye on him. Otherwise, I'll keep
He looks at Chug. Chug looks at Hermie. And he like stands behind Hermie and like walks behind him. When we get close enough, you three will come with me. I have a special mission for all of you.
Huh, I like special missions. They're always kind of fun.
Sorry about that. I thought you were about to say, oh,
Me and Chuck will lead the armies as individuals. You will set your second in commands in their place. I want all three of you to go into the mountain. We're going to commit a distraction. And we're going to draw the enemy out to us so you can infiltrate the mountain itself.
Huh.
When I show it, you will understand. Just know that once it begins, it cannot stop anything that happens after. The blood will flow, and you will have a mission to go in. And you're going to find what I've come to understand is called a grove. A place of worship where gods walk. Huh. These people that inhabit it currently guarding it, they seem to believe that it's their right to protect it, keep us from going through. They want to keep us trapped here. Complacent with this pathetic life that we live. You're all to sneak past them, get inside, and find what's called a forge. Lafaye, you will strike the fire to light it, and only you must do it.
What happens if I do?
The barrier will open, and we'll be able to go home. You will be able to go home.
A little exception. Be sure to like explain serious or he's just saying.
Jesus
20.
Christ.
Jesus.
So he's being straightforward with you. What's the modifier added to that?
What was it again? Perception?
It would be wisdom and insight. So if you're proficient with it, and
Perception.
it's gonna be
Plus
insight.
12.
So
Wait, for insight or
Insight. It's insight.
Oh,
check.
insight. I'm so sorry.
it's plus,
Plus 7, so 27.
So yeah.
I have plus 15 to rest.
The way he's delivering this is unsettling to you, seeing as typically when he talks to you about things, especially openly, you seem to get like a lot of information. But you notice that he's being kind of strict about with his words and how he delivers that to you guys. So overall, in general, you can't tell if he's like misleading or lying to you, so much as just being cautious.
Any idea how many people are in there?
Outside the campus setup, and I saw a couple hundred of them.
Ah. What about inside?
Probably less than match our forces, so we can definitely overtake them if we come in with a conservative way. So either side on the assault.
Now, here's another question that's been bothering me. Since you talked to us back at main camp before we left, you said they can use magic.
No, the place itself, the grove, it's a place of magic.
So what's to say that they can't use magic?
If one of them does have access to magic, they must be killed immediately.
and what of the Whispering Knights there?
That's a good point.
Leave that to me. Once a majority of their forces have been drawn from the entrance, that's when you will make your move.
Okay.
Nice, that sounds good.
Let's just quiet until once the majority of them.
Are you there?
But this veteran kind of like looks up at Chug and waves them with him, and they kind of move ahead, leaving you guys there amongst yourselves.
Hermie.
Hermie's there, and he's just kind of staring at Chug. And if you guys were, you might have noticed that like Chug and him are like constantly looking at each other, almost like they have some sort of unseen yet to be.
Tall person, short person.
So now,
Hermie, how do you feel about a mission?
A what?
A mission. A job.
I'm no good at fighting and all that stuff. When you look at me,
What nonsense. I'm sure you can knock out a few people.
no, thank you.
I'll give you 3 days rations to sneak into that bar, whatever place that is. You just sleep next to
You don't even know where we're going?
the mountains
Oh, that's so specific.
Into a grove.
into a grove.
Grove in a mountain.
Lafaye will know what to do.
Exactly.
He's looking at her, and you can see like it. No,
That dumbass. Huh?
no offense, guys, but are we sure that we trust to go in there?
A what?
The elf to go and do this?
What's wrong with elves?
Nothing wrong with elves, because I've met a lot of really upstanding elves in my lifetime.
Insight check.
12.
Full of shit.
Outstanding.
Oh yeah, you know, like the rich, beautiful, and
Rich and
luxurious. You know, just
Okay,
a
okay.
little
let's
more
stop you
well
there.
off than most people.
See, I'm really good at lying.
they got more rations.
I'm really good at lying,
Sure.
but you're not.
So
Well, look at that. Time is getting crazy, and he just like shuffles forward.
Oh, worry. Just come along with us. It'll be fun.
Yeah, it's skin touch contact.
It's okay. Come on. Come on.
Ah,
Just like it. Here, come on.
your people are the one that enslaved me. Are you a cannibal too?
No. I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole.
Well, that's just mean.
Lafaye,
Sorry.
convince
But
your
thank
new
you.
friend
That's
to come
actually
along
kinda
with
good.
us.
Don't
He could
touch
be a big help.
I'll stab you, maybe.
No,
That eye scares me a little bit. I kind of want to poke it.
that's rude.
No,
That's ableism.
it would be appeasing, actually. Let's see how much white stuff.
Appease and what?
Appeasing.
She's gonna.
Appeasing?
Appease. Yes, yeah, like appeasing or appease to appease it.
Oh, fancy words over
Are you
there.
not educated?
Are you uneducated?
He's not educated.
You're not educated.
She's gonna go up to to Herbie,
Hermie.
and she's gonna like look up at Bobby. Can you give us a second? She's gonna go down. She's gonna be like,
Do you want us to move away?
yeah.
Do you like him?
It's just very harsh words. Wish you could say. I wish you could, but not here.
Don't be kidding.
She's
In game, you're whispering, but yes.
she's gonna like kind of like crouch down, just like have like this smile.
This is extremely
She's gonna grab
condescending.
by the cliff.
She's gonna like grab my ear and like squeeze.
8 days.
8 days right.
She's still squeezing.
That's a
and she's
weekend
like,
one.
she's squeezing and she's gonna tell him. Like,
23 to pull your fucking wrist off. Get off. Don't grab me.
she's gonna grab the other ear,
No. Ah!
and this time even harder.
Ah!
She's getting really handsy.
And she's just gonna
Should
like
we be letting this happen in public?
she's gonna say,
3 years pent up.
if you want us to go back home,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
help us out, or else I will grab that ugly little mask of yours, and I will rip it, and everybody know you are.
Lafaye. Lafaye, honey. Pulls your hand away. We both know.
She's gonna grab it.
He's gonna slap it away again. He's stronger than you. We
He'll
both
smack
know
your wrist and it'll break.
that I can snap your wrist and break it in many ways. And then I can Hugh Howitzer you into the fucking moon, if that even exists here.
Do you want to go home or not?
Yes, I want to go home. I gotta play
Then
part 2.
you help us.
Thank you, my liberators, for freeing me, and I'm gonna do all I can. Where's this mission at? Let's go do it. She hurt my wish, Steve.
She's gonna like turn around like this, like smile on her face. She's gonna be like, now.
15.
He convinced you that he's in pain.
Oh, wow.
He's
I
actually
love-
like clutching his wrist. And,
I mean, if I looked like that, I'd be in pain too.
why are you guys like this? You're so mean to
She's
people who are
She's
different.
just gonna have like this big smile.
You're so rude to people who are different from you. Why are you like this?
It sounds like you know a lot about that.
I do. I mean, I've seen it. It's terrible.
No. We'll get you a
Yeah!
He just pushes Fermi ahead of him.
And as you guys continue on this journey, we're going to take a 10 to 15 minute break.
No, we're continuing. Right now. Hold it.
No.
She has
You
been
duct tape.
insane. She has like a fucking
It won't switch, bro.
Oh gosh.
What'd you do?
It won't work.
We're trapped in stream forever.
Ha ha ha! We continue playing. Ha 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 ha!
10 minutes, 10 minutes.
We'll distract them.
Welcome back to our session. We do indeed have cookies. Alright, when we left off, you guys were trekking north and you were given instructions that you guys are basically being sent in on a special mission here. You've basically convinced, or at least drafted Hermie into being a part of this group. He's reluctantly following along with you guys now. And as day slowly starts to turn to night, you guys reach the outer edge of the mountain area. the army kind of like tucking themselves and ready for their approach. Veteran comes up to you all once again, and he gathers you guys, and you've been given extra little provisions, including extra rations, and
Shut up. I'm not gonna kill him right now.
No.
Chug there with you guys as well. Hermie. Veteran kind of leads you guys off in the northern direction. As you guys are walking, he's kind of like silent. Chug kind of at the back of the group, just stomping along behind you guys. Hermie is kind of like looking around at the sky.
I'm always like a few feet behind Hermie.
Chug, big guy, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Heel, toe. You're stomping. You're supposed to be wide. Heel, toe.
Oh, just toes.
See, quiet, silent.
He like rolls his eyes, keeps walking.
Good job.
You can
Son of a bitch.
you can hear Veston kind of like chuckle a little bit, and it's like the first time he's actually like cracked a smile, and he looks back at you guys. He's like walking backwards, and he says, "Chug could often use a little bit of etiquette, can't he?"
Are we gonna die?
It's quite possible to all die.
You're smiling. That's why. It's like an old Yeller situation. You're walking us out in the little forest. Us.
I feel like that would have already been done.
Fair.
All things considered.
Plus, the longer we're in here, anyways, we're all gonna die anyways. So,
In the state that we all die, this distraction of mine and the little play that me and Chuck are gonna play outside. You guys come out and you didn't find a way to go through. Go home and tell the others that we tried.
You're not expecting yourself to survive this.
also, didn't you just say that you die, we all die?
What do you say? So shouldn't you be going in with us?
Or leaving if things go bad?
You're not all just going to disperse and die all of a sudden. What I'm saying is that more than likely, what I've instilled in all of you, I know that not all of you agree with my methods or ways of leadership. So therefore, yes, who I am and who I was will cease to exist. It's up to all of you to decide how that carries forward. And that's if you survive this fight. I'm ready for all possibilities. It's unfortunate, but if you learn to expect it, well, at least you won't be so disappointed at the end.
I can agree with that.
But they're all going to need all of you to come back. Those surviving members. Keep them alive. And find a way to finish the work. But I have great confidence that this is the night that we do it. These people that we're going to see, they think themselves righteous, protecting something that I feel all of us deserve. Connection to our heritage, our old world, our people, and our families. My family. Once we've gotten them out of the way, you'll all know what I mean. Lafaye, you've told me before, but tell them now. What's it like in your world? Tell us of the cities and over them.
Hey, from now it probably looks like shit, but people that would thrive, get along, cities and towns are very beautiful.
You said civilizations. People have jobs, duties, what you call properties. And that they don't have to move consistently in fear of constant attacks. That most of their days are peaceful. Settled. Tell us of where you come from.
Well, it's I mean, for all this, I did live in a castle.
Remember, they don't know what a castle is.
It's a very large building where you know nobles are, right? Kings, queens.
Great leaders. Revered, followed by all their mass people.
So, you
I never called myself a king. It sounds like a heavy job, the way that she described it.
Long time. So, don't remember too much of it.
And you're saying that the people live under his dictatorship, that they have to follow his rules and his laws. What happens to the people who disobey these laws?
Some who get arrested.
Explain.
Well, they would take you if you have done something wrong. For example, if you were to kill someone, they would take you into a dungeon.
And who gets to decide what's right and wrong?
Actually, that is for the king to decide what their fate should be. Sometimes they walk freely, sometimes they stay in dungeons for the rest of their lives. Or even executed if they've done something very terrible.
Sounds like that'd be cannibals.
not everyone's cannibals.
You don't know that.
Does she look like a cannibal?
Yes.
You guys notice that Hermes kind of
You're
like
just racist.
staring off and
You
thought,
don't.
and he says, "So it's like being a slave, but voluntarily."
Who said that?
Hermes.
Purpose.
Insight check. Does he know anything about this?
What do you get?
I rolled a 10. It's a
Oh.
10.
He just seems to kind of be adding to this conversation and just like throwing in his own thoughts.
Hermie, nobody's talking.
Well, secondly, Bestern's talking to all of us, so
But Hermie's not important.
he's with us.
He's a distraction.
He like puts his hand on Western puts his hand on Hermes' shoulder, and he says, "He's just as important as any one of you."
I want to clean your hand.
Do you wish to be ruled by a king, or do you wish to have your own lands where you get to dictate the way things are? And you can see Hermes just kind of, yeah, it does sound kind of nice. lands and expand beyond borders, you can claim any of it as your own. I've heard this spoken by one of the elders. What of the sea? Is it true it's just lots of water?
Very large waters. Some have been discovered. There are many creatures in it. They say that when the sky is dark and the moon shines bright, water glistens.
I'd very much like to see that. We're all going to see it together. And then whatever life you choose to take after, that'll all be up to you. I have no desire to be a king, or your dictator, or choose for you what is right and wrong. It's akin to a god, and I despise them, for it's their rulership that even got us here in the first place. We're getting close now. Lafaye, stay hidden in the shadows and go ahead. We'll catch up. Let us know what you see. Take Hermie with you.
She's gonna like nod, look over to Hermie.
Hermie like follows after you. And as you guys go ahead and disappear into the brush, that's when
No.
he looks at both of you and he says, I've known you both for a long time. Your families, especially. And there was a time when your kin were my enemies. And since being here, I've learned the error of my ways. And that's why we're all united together. We are family. She is not one of us. When the spark has been lit, the barrier opens. Kill her. And we can all go through. Her life will pay for it. Do not think of it kindness. It's a necessity. As you and Hermie continue forward, it's a bit of time, maybe about 10 minutes before you guys start to see some fires out in the distance. There's like a cliff that kind of descends down, or a hill really that kind of descends down. And you can see that there's this face of the mountain, and there's this large crumples of rock that have been kind of shifted and moved to reveal this large opening cave that goes into the mountain itself. You can see before it, there's an army of people stationed there defending. Hermie just says, we're all gonna die. I definitely want to take a couple of heads before I go. Maybe I got tricked into being here. Wasn't really supposed to survive it.
Are we all back together now?
Not yet. He's just talking to Lafaye. Of all the people to die with, though, it had to be you.
You don't need that instructions.
okay.
You're chilling in the woods.
Yeah.
It's dark out, and you guys are seeing all these people out there with torches, barriers, and they're in full defense position here. And he's just talking shit that he has to die next to.
She's gonna like have this like she's gonna like have this like second thoughts. Just
It's okay.
she's gonna why do I feel like this is a trap?
Which part? When we got sent forward, or these people all sitting here waiting?
Everything.
Well, that guy back there seems to be pretty loved by his people. Or at least they followed him to a T. Aside from a couple of stragglers I overheard from time to time talking mad shit. Did you get a bad feeling about him? Or did you guys like, yeah, I don't know. You guys have a thing?
What?
Yeah, you and that Vesser guy.
No.
Oh, okay. Just good
3
friends,
years.
buddy buddies.
No.
3 years is a long time. Just saying.
Scout Regiment. That's good.
You got a lady back there that I don't know about? Back home?
The only lady is Riza.
Even after 3 years?
Yes.
Wow. Wonder what that's like.
Got you wrapped around the finger.
I mean, she could wrap her around her finger.
Well, we can tell him the obvious. That there's an entire army of people here. I'm not opposed to killing all of them, but from the sound of it, he doesn't want us to do that. I guess he wants to do that.
He did say that if I would light a torch and set up that we don't be free, that we don't be going home, but don't like the sound of that.
Called it a grove, didn't he? Wonder if it's similar to the one back home. Lafaye been there, right? To the grove?
She was at a.
She wasn't at the group.
She was at the first one we found.
You had to light a forge. Maybe I do get another chance here. Well, I see no choice. We gotta do this. And like he reaches into a bag and he pulls out his hammer.
You lit.
He's got magic items. He's got magic items.
Technically, it's not a magic item.
The bag, technically, it is.
She's just gonna be like smiling, like,
Oh, magic bag. It's just a bag.
He's been
How
lugging.
big was the bag?
He's been lugging around.
Hanging off the side.
She's been lugging around this massive hunk of steel.
Telling everyone it's his dong, probably.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's been saying.
Well, considering the way he looks, it would be surprised of elephantitis too.
You see this
Horse
thing
skin.
dragging behind him. He's like, it's my leg. It's all over.
Oh,
she's
God.
just gonna like smile.
Why is it so hard?
Ugh. What'd you say?
She's just gonna smile. She's gonna be like, as much as I hate you, I'm really glad to see you here.
Yeah, I fucking hate you too. Now I'm gonna get you back to the other group, then I maybe take a vacation. Gotta talk to Kato about putting in my hours. PTO. I think it's
Honestly,
available.
vacation does sound
And that's when
pretty
you
good.
guys like walk up.
What's
After,
PTO?
after receiving instructions from Vesrin and Chuck basically took off different directions to rejoin the army. And they told you to just wait for the signal.
Since that, Alexander has been more quiet.
And you guys see that Hermie is just holding onto his hammer. And he's just like staring off at the mountain. You can't really see it. Advantageous point to enter. We're really gonna have to clear these people out.
Best will take care of that part.
Which is
All we have to do is get inside.
She's gonna look at you. You okay?
Oh, fine, actually. And what in the hell did you get that from?
He's like looking at you with his eye.
He's looking at the hammer.
This? I got hit in the head when I was
No,
a
the
kid.
hammer.
Huh? Oh,
This-
this?
Yeah.
It's Dad's.
How nice does it look?
I'm gonna do a insight on him also.
Or at least I think it's my dad's.
I rolled a 26. Deception.
She was trying to insight check him.
And
Yeah, because he's.
what'd you get?
I got 10. Yeah.
He seems okay.
Like puzzled at first, but then just like, it's the hammer.
But like Hermie's like kind of looking at the mountain and watching the people, and he's just like, I really suck at this. I can't really see even with my bad eye.
What's the good eye?
This right here. Well, and, like he reaches in his bag and he like takes out this little brush. And he starts to brush his eye. Yeah. Crusty's off.
So
It's just quiet right now. Like,
I guess
like,
we'll
you
just
like
wait.
occasional clang of metal, people like talking down below.
Forgot how boring it was just to sit around.
That's what we usually did.
Yeah.
You guys hear a shout coming from the left and right of you guys, kind of distant. But then you see some fires light up in the tree lines, and then they aim up and fire a volley from either side that cascades into the center of the group down below. A lot of them get up, grabbing their weapons, getting into positions, and readying themselves as another volley comes in. And from the mountain itself, in the cave, you see that there's this pair of giants that run out, and they start to kind of shout orders at people. Hold the line! Don't let them break through! Do not chase them!
They have giants.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
They'll go down like anything else.
It took 2 squads to take the last one out.
Yeah, they were the weak ones.
Still, that's a decent chunk.
This time it's us.
You
We're supposed to be
guys
sneaky.
begin to feel
we have
like
to fight.
the wind kind of picking up around you guys, and a dark cloud begins to amass in the sky. And to you guys, you've never seen a cloud before. At least not here.
That's a little odd.
She's just gonna look up. That is called the cloud.
I know what it's called, but it's odd for it to be here.
Oh, I thought you guys didn't know the cloud. I'm so sorry.
You start to see that there's these little pieces of light dropping from the sky. And at first, you might think this is rain, as described by the men of old. But you start to see the soldiers below holding their shields up, and some of them getting hit in the face and collapsing down as you realize there's these large pieces of ice falling from the sky.
That's probably best for him then, right there.
He knows how to cast magic?
You didn't know this?
No. I really
You didn't
can't.
know this either.
I didn't know it either.
Are you just taking guesses right now?
Well, who else can do it?
He like looks up at
Chug?
the sky.
Chuck. That fucking oaf.
But Hermes looking at the sky, and he goes, "I'm gonna go on a limb here. Say it's God."
Vesrin. It's probably Vesrin then.
Yeah,
You're insane.
there's soldiers that kind of begin to disperse. Some of them are like trying to take cover and run towards like the mountain. When a strike of lightning hits the top of the mountain and causes a cave in, collapsing on top of the soldiers that did run it. Orders are shouted out as they begin to kind of split off and disperse into two, and that's when you hear the cry of the armies sweeping in to close in on them.
I think we should probably start now.
That would probably be our best chance.
You guys now see
You have
that
everything
there
you need.
is a mostly clear pathway leading towards the mountain. There's still some straggling soldiers who've managed to take cover under their shields and such, and they're like trying to create like a wall barrier. Go ahead and make perceptions as you begin to make your move.
17.
Natural 20.
Jesus fuck.
Perceptions have been natural 20s for me all night so far.
Cursed dice.
20.
It's been different dice each time.
God, you suck at everything tonight.
Like usual.
And it's you!
It's just you.
Anyone who plays you.
It's cursed.
20.
I
So
will roll
all
for
of
you.
you begin
Yeah.
to see that there's different little advantages here. There's some trees and some rocks and some like barriers that are set up. They kind of lead in that direction. You have to kind of snake your way in between a bunch of soldiers as they're still holding their positions. On either side, you can see that as they're trying to avoid this hailstorm, Vesrin's army has closed in, and they're basically like pushing them and holding them in that circle. Go ahead and make stealth checks as you begin to kind of make your way towards the entrance.
18. That's cocked.
25.
12. Aren't you a natural 20? You son of a bitch.
So you guys are moving up, and there's maybe a squad of 10 soldiers all bound together, holding their shields up over each other, and they're kind of holding that like that Roman phalanx position where like they got the guy with the shield on top and one in front, and they're just kind of holding that testudo. Thank you. They're holding this position. They're kind of like looking out, and they're like shouting out to the next guys over, saying, "Hey, make sure nobody goes into the cave." And then the other guy shouts out, "How? It's fucking blocked!
Those people are going in the
They
cave.
killed Samuel!" And you can see like there's a pair of legs sticking out from under the rocks. The hailstorm kind of slows down, and you guys notice that it almost creates this curtain above you guys, where it splits off, creating a path in that direction.
Let's just take.
And the entrance seems clear.
There's still soldiers and stuff like that on the way, so you have to kind of like manage your way. And like right now, you guys have like moved up and used like some covered positions to kind of like hide from the soldiers, sneak around, and go ahead and make another stealth check as you guys move from another position to the next.
24.
27.
7. It's not perception, so.
All for perception?
So, you guys are crossing
Like,
over,
low roll.
and when you begin to move, Hermie like trips and falls, lands on the ground, looks over, and you can see like this one guy like turn, and he's like, "Hey, there's a," and a rock like hits him with the head.
I think that's what they call divine intervention.
God?
You guys are getting closer and closer. The giants are now standing there, and they're like looking about. They grab like a rock from the collapse, and they like chuck it in the direction of your army. And you can hear them all out there. Watch out! As the fighting continues. Go ahead and make another stealth check as you guys attempt to sneak past the giants.
30.
13.
22.
Shit.
So you guys are
What
moving, moving. Actually, fine,
Oh.
except they got a nat 20 on the roll, plus their mods, and they spot you guys. So these two giants suddenly look at you, and one of them has a rock in his
I'm
hand.
going to shoot him in the eye.
Does he see me in particular? I rolled a 33.
No, he doesn't see you.
I'm going to go to shoot him in the eye.
Can I also shoot him?
Sure. Same guy.
I'm gonna try a blind also.
Actually, I can fire off 3 arrows. One misses. 14,
27 to hit.
8, so 22,
27 hits.
and then 19. One of them was a natural one, and the other
Yeah,
two
they both hit.
Okay.
6 damage.
Write down a number here. Pick a number from 1 through 20.
14.
1 through 20.
6.
6 and what?
14.
17. Also,
Lafaye, you were the closest.
oh, fuck.
So you fire an arrow, she fires an arrow. And he chucks this thing with disadvantage.
I'm gonna.
I don't suppose an 8 is going to hit you.
No.
As this boulder slams down on the ground next to
Should we tell you the damage that we rolled?
you. Yeah.
So one of the arrows was an 11, the other one's a 6.
So this guy kind of like stumbles after throwing a rock. He reaches up, pulls the arrows from his eyes,
And
and like you see them gushing.
The
And
damage?
Yeah. then she rolled a 6 on damage for one of them. So he got hit by 3 arrows in the eyes.
and they kind of begin to like stomp and like run towards you guys. Roll initiative.
Damn. So
I will not roll it.
it's a
I rolled a 15. 18.
What'd you get? 18?
Yeah.
You got 16?
15.
7.
What is it?
7.
Yes. Zundus.
Yes.
You're up first. The giants kind of like charging for you. When they call out for the other soldiers, there's another crack of thunder in the sky, and it seems to kind of drown out the giant, despite their size and ferocity.
Is this the blind one?
Huh?
Is this the one that got shot in the eyes?
Yeah, this one's kind of like stomping.
How far is he?
He's within 40 feet of you. as you guys are getting close. And from where you guys can see that he had moved that rock, there's just enough opening, like a small opening, like we're saying, like about half the size of a medium human, where you guys can maybe like try to squeeze through.
And he seems like fully blind or partially blind.
Partially.
Okay. I would say just keep on going and try to get around him. And I'm going to kind of veer off to the side, but kind of like go around him in a bit. And I'm going to fire off 3 more arrows at his eyes.
Okay.
So why? His attention's drawn to him.
Currently.
So while that's happening, he's like still shooting. I'm gonna do a sneak attack from the position I've taken.
It's not your turn, though.
I know. I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah,
I know what that
you
is.
So 1 misses, that's a natural 1.
Good.
Is it the same dice?
I think so. 26 and then dirty 20.
Yep, those 2 hit. And you're going after the one that's already wounded?
Yeah, since I think that was the one that was rushing at us right now.
They're both rushing towards you guys, but
Okay.
he's definitely the one who's impaired right now.
Yeah, so let's make him more impaired. 6 on 1 arrow, 5 on the other.
So you shoot, goes right over his head. He even kind of like flails his hands, and then just grabbing at his eyes.
Keep saying that. Save. Okay, I'll say that's my full turn. I moved 30 feet, getting out of his way, and fired off the arrows. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Next up, we got Alexander.
When he fires off his 3 shots and like the holding the face thing, does he like come to peer out and like look around again?
Yeah, and like he like so one of them like the arrows like snapped off, so you can see them like sticking out of his eye. So when he tries to blink, he's like real irritated on his right side.
All right. For like the open eye that's still like looking around.
He even holds it open, trying to like pick it out.
29. It's gonna be sneak attack damage. 1, 2, 3. 6. 6. Okay. 8, 12, 24, 29 points of damage.
So what'd you hit him with? An arrow?
It's an arrow. It's in my short bow.
So you shoot, hits him in the eye. Like he's holding it open too, and it just absolutely pops his eye as he like rips it.
Oh, make it stop!
I'm gonna fire a second arrow.
Okay.
Attack because I'm sure my position is not. 26. 6 points of damage.
Hits him like on the side of the face.
I'm gonna rip you apart!
You're gonna rape us apart?
Whoa. I really need to check your hearing.
I'm sorry. There's a lot going on.
And are you moving ahead?
Yes.
So as you move, this giant kind of like spots you. Are you still like a stealth or?
Bonus action. I can answer stealth.
Okay. You have to roll for it?
Yeah. 18.
They do not see you.
Okay.
So they see the arrow, hits him in the face. He's looking about. He continues to see you though, and he's gonna swing wildly at you.
Okay.
Just hear me in the distance. Don't get camped.
19 to hit.
That hits.
10 points of bludgeoning damage, and then make a strength check.
How many points?
10 points of bludgeoning,
Take it.
and then make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving. Uh, 25. Wait, no, 23.
So he like swings down, kind of clocks you, and then he goes to like grab you next, but you manage to kind of like slip under his grasp. I think he's gonna try to like hit you one more time. 15 to hit. So, and you just hop over him, no problem. This next guy, let's see. Spot. Odds or evens, Lafaye?
Even.
You got it. So the other giant charging forth at you. 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. 11 points of bludgeoning damage. And then make a strength saving throw. So he not only like hits you, but then he like grabs you and like starts to lift you up in the air. And then he like raises his hand up and he goes to like swing you down onto the ground. I think because she's just like that, she just takes damage, right?
Is she grapple?
Mm-hmm.
So the effect would be grapple. She still takes damage from the initial like attack.
But if he's following up another attack and he's already got a grapple,
It would be attack with advantage. So the grapple, the grapple status actually shows at the.
so 25 on that one.
You do have like evasion and stuff. I don't think.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 26 points of bludgeoning damage on that one.
Yeah, you have evasion, uncanny dodge, and all that stuff. It should be in your actions. Actions. Something. They're up here.
Actually, no. It's just she has disadvantage on attacking him.
Okay.
Her speed's 0 because she's grappled, but there's nothing that says like auto hit.
It's okay.
26 points of bludgeoning on that one.
That's the damage.
You can still technically evasion that.
How many attacks does he have? 3?
For the giant.
Check your evasion.
No, you.
He's a what level fighter?
10 fighter.
Unfortunately, the second extra attack comes in level 11.
Uncanny dodge.
So
The one in attacks that you
Yeah, so he only has 2 attacks, right?
That's all. Just 5 in the base level.
So you can do that. And then you'll take half.
Lafaye, it's your turn. You are grappled currently. So this giant just like punched you,
Forward evasion.
grappled you, lifted you up, and
Evasion's like
ragdolled you
feature.
onto the ground.
You can do that. You can take half the damage. So,
It's either uncanny dodge or
yeah, she's got uncanny dodge on there.
Should we take half then?
yeah. She can choose to take half the
You
damage.
want to use your reaction to do that.
So you like tuck yourself in his hand as best you can to absorb some of that damage.
So you just add back half of it.
All right. Now that it's your turn.
Okay, so that's that. Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's your turn. So this chance to try to break out. So I think you're just making a strength check here to break out, break loose from him.
Yeah.
Huh?
She's gonna try to break out.
Okay.
And what is it for strength?
Yep. Alright, so you're still restrained currently. Do you have a bonus action or anything?
Not sure if she's able to do it, but
Could a misty step work?
No, it's a spell.
okay.
Get it there.
Oh, she's got anything to do with that.
This would be funny. Roll to hide. Because nothing says anything about her being able to not hide.
But she's restrained.
She's grappled.
Right. Which is a form of restraint.
They're 2 separate conditions. Restraint is saving throws have disadvantage on dexterity rolls. Your speed is 0. You have attack rolls against you have advantage, and you have your attack rolls have disadvantage. Grappled is attacks affected. You have a disadvantage on attack rolls against any target for other than the grappler. So she can attack him just fine, just not anybody else. And the grappler can move her. So grappled and restrained are 2 separate conditions. Nothing against it says anything about hiding. She could completely be like, in the giant's hand, curl up into a ball. And
They're not
that's
playing
smart.
it though. He's holding her. They're not that dumb. At least these are not that dumb. So you're gonna have to explain to me how you're trying to do this, and then I'll maybe try to let you try to get with.
You can always
So
tell me
how would
Jerry
you like if you're being squeezed and held right there? Like this is the upper part of her torso. He just literally smacked her against the ground. Like how do you get out of that?
Curls up entirely into the
Is she
hand.
trying to do like one of these, like tuck in?
Yeah, full tuck in.
You're gonna have to. You have to roll really high.
It'd be a bonus action, but it's still an attempt.
Bonus action to hide, then try to like slip your way into his hand so he can't see you, and
Then make him like open his hand to see if you're still there.
which would be a follow up on your turn. So just try.
It's still a try.
It's still only one turn too. Like
It's a bonus
There's
action.
other people
It's either
here.
you use a bonus action or you don't use a bonus action. It's just the hide. So you're basically rolling a stealth check. 7 plus 22. Oh, you said plus 15? Yes, it's 22.
22. So you do manage to like kind of use some sweat on you and just kind of
Slip into the palm of his hand.
slip in, and he's just like, "You can't hide," and you can still feel like the pressure of being in this guy's hand. But you also notice there's a bit of a groove in his palm where you can kind of tuck yourself in. So you're just able to get a little bit of breathing room, but you can feel yourself starting to suffocate and give into that claustrophobia.
You got a chance.
Is it?
From outside, you hear whack-a-fuck!
Jesus Christ.
And suddenly the hand comes loose, and you see him kind of like jumping on one leg as you see Hermie swing the hammer again and hit the other ankle. Then he drops you.
Is there I mean, how high he is, like how small he is? Is
He
there
probably
any-
dropped on his knee, went,
I was gonna say, like, if he's falling, like,
He didn't fall over, so he got
no, like,
he
when
got
he
hit
falls,
hard enough where he's like, ah!
when
And then
he
he
falls,
like drops.
That'd be a dexterity check. If
I
anything,
was
that's not
gonna-
even that high.
yeah.
because I was gonna say, like, if she falls to, like, not get a lot of damage, I was gonna say, like, she would grab her sword and, like, kind of plunge it and just, like, slide all the way down. Like, plunge it into his leg, and she
Cinematically, I'll let you do it.
Yes.
So you fall, land on the ground,
Faith roll
and you can see Hermie there with his hammer looking up at this thing. And he's like reached down to grab his ankle. He stood at full height. He's looking down at Hermie. I'm gonna rip you apart! And
Did he say it again?
You're gonna what apart?
he like stops and looks at you. And Hermie's like, "No, look at me, you freaking bald weirdo! You don't even have a beard!" And that seems to piss off the giant. And Hermie shouts to you and says, "Just go! Go with the others! I got this!"
breaks character and then the end.
Go!
Self-sacrifice.
Zundus, what do you do?
Oh, it's back to me.
You got a wounded giant currently grabbing at his eye, bleeding all over the place. There's hail actually raining down and hitting them. And they're like,
It's gonna be kind of fucked, but just to try to make sure he doesn't have an easy time following. Going to aim for the back of his knee with the greatsword. So it's essentially trying to immobilize him a bit.
okay.
Want to see that?
And it's also a different. Is that a thing? No, that is not a thing. Immobile. Not
I kind of see that, like, animated.
Natural one on the
God.
first one.
He's like, I'm gonna rip you apart.
Actually,
Did you say it right?
And then what he says, you gonna what?
You say a lot, but that word, it's not a very nice word. It's a gamer word on here.
Gamer.
I didn't say it.
It's just the word.
I just said what?
Lord help me.
There is no God here. No, really, there is no God.
what size are they? The giants?
They're considered large.
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 He's a big fucker. Like 30 feet? This is what average.
15. 16, 20.
He's about 20. You know, they're big boys.
And then they would be actually considered, they would actually be in the giant
Versus
size.
Alright, so 26.
To hit? Yeah, that hits. Yeah.
Ten slashing damage or piercing, whichever one it is.
So you
Razor?
bring
Yeah,
the sword
slash it.
across. You slash at his ankle. Now he's got one hand on his face, and then he reaches down, grabs his ankle, And he's like, oh, so much pain.
And because he's a large creature, I'm going to spend. No, it's a special attack. Okay. No, I still have to expend one. I'm going to spend a superiority dice to trip him. So to see if he'll
Does he have to
knock
save
over
anything?
prone. Yeah, he's got to make a strength saving throw.
And the strength saving throws.
13.
He fails. So he falls. I'm very sorry about that, friend, but I have someone over there in
And then
need.
you just see Hale just.
That might have been a little bit too fucked. But,
And
we'll
when-
run over to Lafaye, try to get her out of that situation.
So you're gonna try to move her away?
Yeah,
Okay.
and as I do that, I'm also going to go for the other giant's ankle.
Okay.
So, and would I be flanking with?
Yes.
That's cocked.
Yeah.
That's
Either way.
Grab Lafaye.
So that's
Swing. Never mind. Let's go.
Okay, Lafaye, let's go.
dragged to the ground.
He's gonna try to like give you guys a kick. 18 to kick you.
That hits. Hit me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
19 points of bludgeoning damage. Kicks you across the back.
I'll take it.
Alright. And from there we go over to Alexander. One giant's down in prone position.
Oh. Is the opening to the cave clear?
It's been collapsed in, but when he moved that one rock to chuck it at your army, there's like just a small opening there where you guys can maybe like crawl through.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of like the whistle, like a normal like scout's whistle, to get your attention, and then I'm gonna like point at the hole where it's directly at to get her over there. I'm gonna reposition, and I'm gonna take a shot at the downed giant, kind of like aiming for the ear.
Okay. Poor guy.
28.
That hits, yeah.
Oh my god. I'm actually feeling bad for this giant a little bit.
Remember that scene in the Suicide Squad with Peacemaker and Deadshot? Or what's the name?
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport. We're going back and forth killing people.
How did none of them hear the screams?
17, 22 points of piercing damage.
So yeah, he's like shouting in pain, "Help me!" And then you can hear it sink in, and then followed by a pop, and you see the spray of blood come out of his ear. And he lets out such a loud roar that you can kind of see the shaking of the mountain itself, and you can kind of see like the hail itself kind of disperse around him for a second.
So-
He screamed that loud.
Kind of like knowing just a bit about, I guess, where like positioning of the neck would be, where he's yelling, where it's vibrating the most. My second arrow, I'm gonna aim for where it's vibrating the most. Kind of shut him up a little bit. Because he is down. 28.
Yeah, that's
8 points of
and it flies through. Like reaches for it, like yanks that out of his neck.
And then my bonus action. Sink back to 25.
Yeah, he does not see you as you sink back in. Are you kind of running towards the entryway?
I'm actually moving away from the entryway.
Okay.
I was pointing out.
So giant on the ground, grabbing at his neck. He like looks about, and he seems to kind of look off towards his left, and he just shouts out, "They're running in!" And you notice that off to the side, some of the soldiers that are there turn, and they like start to point off the direction.
Which side?
Huh?
Which side was
So
it?
if you're facing the mountain, they're off to the right over here.
So that would have been off to my left. So the mountain's behind me. That would be my left. Yeah, it's kind of the area I would have dashed out into.
So yeah, like they don't spot you, but they do see the downed giant, and now they can see Lafaye and Zundus running away from the other one. There's a group of about 12 of them, and they begin to kind of run in that direction. They're about 40 to 50 feet away now. It's crazy. This giant takes a swing at Hermie, swings at him. Hermie like blocks it with the first swing, and then he goes to like hit him again. This time he connects and kind of like rocks Hermie a little bit. He seems to kind of stumble a little bit there. We go over to Lafaye, who's currently running away with Zundus.
Which at this point you would have seen me like kind of poke my head up, point out the cave hole after whistling at you guys, and then like fire my shots off, vanish, and then go back off to the left. Okay. My left, which would be your right.
But this is opposite world, so it's the other way. Okay.
So it's up.
I don't want to pressure anybody, but running out of time.
She's gonna like run towards that direction, but she's also gonna have like this face of like unsure if this is like the right, if it's like the right thing. Like she's still thinking if like that's true.
Sure. Okay. So you're just running at this point?
Yeah.
Okay. 20 to hit you and Lafaye.
Okay.
Can I use that? Can you?
So whichever damage you would see.
So 24 points of damage, piercing damage, as these guys run up, take aim with their arrows, and shoot a volley at you guys.
Yeah, do that. I'll take that.
You as well as on this, or? Followed by another volley of 18 to hit. You guys get hit with an 18?
Unless I did something weird last time.
Yeah.
You get hit? 18 to hit?
Oh, no, that's fine. Oh, a second. What was that?
18 to hit?
Yeah. What was the damage on the first one?
24. 24, sorry.
24 to piercing.
Piercing damage.
Okay.
22 points of piercing damage on this one. As they fire another volley from the other half of the group.
Unfortunately, you already used your reaction.
I'm
So-
going to
Yeah, so that's like full.
spend a superiority die to.
If
No,
this is
it's not a superiority die. So I'm going to use interception to reduce some of the damage on her.
fighting style.
Yeah.
Nice. That's actually a really good fighting style. So you have I forgot what it was called. 6 oh 9.
14 reduce. So
So, yeah,
you
you
take
take
14 less
Just regain
damage.
14.
Yeah.
So
14 less.
these guys see.
Yeah, so whatever the full damage
You
was,
take
just
8
subtract
damage.
14. So yeah.
So these guys
How much
shoot
did I
their.
take?
Oh,
How much did I take?
22.
Okay.
So these guys shoot their volley. Some of them hit you guys as you're kind of running off in that direction of the cave. They realize that you guys are starting to get away. They drop their arrows in favor of their swords, and they kind of split up. 6 of them going off towards Hermie, the other 6 chasing after you guys. They're about 10 feet behind you guys. They're closing the gap on Hermie, and they're basically surrounding him against the giant.
Okay.
Top of the order goes over to Zundus.
How far am I from the entry?
You're probably within 25 feet now.
Can I pull her the rest of the way in?
Sure.
Pull her in and push her in first.
Okay.
As I push you in, I'm going to quickly lean in and just go find the night and push you in as I kind of stand the way of the cave entrance now.
Alexander?
Oh. As these 6 kind of like surround you,
And how far are they?
They're like 10 feet from you now. So they're like chasing out. Well, now that you moved ahead, they're probably like 35 feet.
Okay. Firing off 3 arrows, trying to go for ankles.
With the giant or the
The
soldier?
soldiers closing in.
fuck this guy. That's a 4.
Yeah, that was a 4 plus 8, so that's 12. I don't think that one would hit.
To hit?
Yeah.
No, it does not.
Okay, and then dirty 20
That does hit.
and 25.
That does hit.
So
Are you aiming at one in particular? Or?
just kind of trying to slow down as many as I can.
Okay.
And for the 2 that get hit, one of them takes 9 damage, the other one takes 6 damage as those arrows pierce into their ankles.
So like they get hit, and they kind of fall behind the rest of the group as they like reach down and kind of pull the arrows out. One of them like snaps it loose and just yanks it out, and then just says, "Go, just keep going, get them, don't let them in." And we go over to Alexander.
Kind of like coming up behind them. I'm going to. The first one's going to receive a sneak attack. Just start that.
Sure.
out there. Just that's
The guy who just yanked the
Yeah.
arrow out of his ankle.
And instead of my bow, it's going to be
Keep going.
me pulling my 2 rapiers out
Sure.
and running to try and just off him. It's going to be a 28.
That hits for sure.
Ten, 14, 26, 28, 33.
How do you kill this guy?
Just kind of like you see him as you're like looking from this, because this would be the only point of view that can be visible really, is like as you're looking at him, you see him pull the arrow and go like to say get him, but just kind of immediately like right out of from behind him, the first like the rapier is just gonna go straight through him, pin him to the ground, and then I'm gonna pull it out and then run through them. This does not do event attack of opportunities because I have mobile and I landed a hit on the first person. So I'm also going to evasive footwork and make my armor class 22, spending a superiority dice. I'm going to make an attack on the next guy coming up. 18.
That just misses.
Just misses. I'm going to action search.
Sure.
And I'm going to Make 2 more attacks on them as I'm going through. That's gonna miss. That's a 13. And that's 26.
That hits.
That's gonna be 11 points of damage.
Slice caught off guard. This guy like sees you run by. Hey, no! Don't go in there! You don't understand what you're messing with!
And as I like kind of run past them and towards you, gonna kind of like stop in front of you. I have 40-foot movement speed, so I do end up kind of just in front of him. And I kind of look at you for a second. Huh. You let her go ahead?
Of course.
So then you decided that too, then?
Yeah.
Never really planned on
You
dying.
too, huh?
Yeah, just a little bit. Never really planned on dying next to a drow, but I guess this would be interesting.
First time for anything?
Usually. I mean, we live inside a sword.
That's true.
I'm going to turn around and face the crowd.
Right.
Insight check.
The giant on
No,
the
I'm
ground-
serious. I need to know.
The giant on the ground, like, kind of like pulls himself away, kind of like using the rock to kind of like lift himself up.
16?
He gets on his feet and he shouts out for more soldiers. And there's a crowd off in the distance that kind of like turns around and disperses 6 more guys as they approach.
14, actually.
So, the thought of how quiet he was comes back to you earlier. He's not trying to hide it at this point anymore. But when he said to kill her, it did not sit well with him. But he seems to be right in mind and talkative like he usually is.
You guys have soldiers kind of closing the gap between you and this giant that's towering over Hermie. And Hermie is like, raising his hammer and he's looking around wildly at all these soldiers surrounding him. The hailstorm dropping around them, they're holding their shields up. At this point, they're like 50 feet from the entrance you guys are at. And he's looking around at all of them. He's just like, I always wanted to do this. Just fuck up a bunch of weirdos. Especially you with the face. And you can see like this guy like just looking around. He's like, hey, what the hell? What did I do to you?
Hammer. Face.
Exactly. He's like, you know what, hammer. And like jumps forward and hits this guy. And like you see his face just like explode open. And he does a good job and he cracks the ankles out from under one guy. And then so he goes down. And that's when the giant like punches Hermie in the face. And Hermie like rolls over on the ground. And he's just staring at you guys. And he says, get him! And then the hail begins to pick up. And you notice that not only the soldiers are getting hit, but Hermie started to get pelted as well.
He's 50 feet away.
And as this harrowing scene begins to play out before you guys, Lafaye, you're crawling through the rubble. These tight space, you manage to kind of pull yourself through to the other side. And you see that torches have been lined up in this cave that seems to kind of go deep inside and kind of go down into the ground. What do you do?
That's just the only pathway there is. Okay. So she's just gonna follow to where it's leading.
So you continue down. You can hear the battle ensuing outside, the sound of the thunder and lightning crackling in the sky. And as you get deeper and deeper, you can hear it just. Suddenly gets quiet. You can hear like a drop of water in the distance as it's falling from the ceiling, this wet cave before you. You can see these little spires dripping from the ceiling. These little tight spaces moving on and on. You notice that there's like signs that maybe soldiers had been camped out here or set up here at one point. As you can see, their gear and stuff straddled about. And you come across this opening just after this nice tight space you had to crawl through. And it's this circular design, almost like it was carved there. And just ahead of you, you can see there's this narrow passage. And you can just make out at the end of the passage that there are what looks like cherry blossoms. If you take a step in that direction, you see that there's part of the wall that begins to shift and move, like a shadow come to life. It moves across the floor to block your path, and it begins to shape itself into what looks like a human or a person, cloaked in what looks like a blue garb, kind of matches like the night sky. And you can see that there's a young face with a beard underneath. And it's you. You can see that his pale skin complexion is that of a young boy, like a young man, teenager, essentially. And he's looking at you. He looks around. Did Vester not make it?
So, who are you?
You can call him the patron,
Oh shit.
or you can call me Adam. Whatever the reason, you're here now. If you're here, that means he's just outside, fighting for us to finish this together. No, I'm not asking you to trust me. I want to just show you. Are you willing to do that? And he like turns before you can answer, and he goes down this passageway, kind of turning on his side. And just moves through, and kind of goes off to the side where the cherry blossoms are. What do you do?
She's just gonna like stand there, very hesitant, look back, so like where she like walk through, and just like keeping her guard, holding onto like the hill. She's just like slowly walk over, like not tearing her eyes, but like she's just like watching as she gets closer.
When you begin to kind of move through the passageway, you can see more of this other side. These cherry blossoms hanging about. You notice that it's only the tops that look more alive, and the bottom leaves are kind of dead and dropping off on the floor. At the very center, you can see that there is basically a forge that's been built there in the centerpiece. This large oval-shaped room surrounded by cherry blossoms. This patron of Adam, he takes back his hood. He looks at you and says, I'm only so strong to open it. But if you help me, we can go back home together. And you hear a voice near the forge itself. A man stepping out from behind it, clad in full armor. He's got what looks like brown hair. He's shaved on the sides, kind of this comb over on the top. He's got a beard, kind of matching that color. You're looking at him, and his features, everything but the hair, reminds you of Vestra. Behind the trees, you see that there's more soldiers that step out, clad in the same armor. They're drawing their weapons. And he looks at you and he says, you won't take another step. And this foul journey that my brother has set you on comes to an end now. And that's where we end the session.
You got a great sword wielder and a dual wielder outside, just like,
Bring you in next session.